Motorbikes, part 2 of the Oulton Park journey. A couple of people to interview.
Yeah.
Couldn't get it all in one episode.
No.
So broke it up into 2. Here are the other interviews.
Well, halfway mid-season.
Is it?
Yes. 'Cause it would be Snetterton normally, wouldn't it? But they've swapped them around.
Yeah, why have they done that?
And we're with you are, sorry?
James.
James.
No, I'm
James
Brad,
Gravett.
obviously.
Your twin, your
Do you know that is my?
brother.
Do you know what? Right, that is my middle name, and I was called James for 2 weeks. There you go, the exclusive.
Can we call you Jimmy?
No, you cannot call me Jimmy.
Come on.
But there is also Rob in my name, obviously. Double B as well. Why would there not be?
Right, Oulton Park.
Yep.
Happy with it? Oh
Yeah.
no, we talk about Snetterton first. What about Snetterton? What happened there?
When did I last speak? We ran tracks, wasn't it?
Yeah, because you qualified.
Qualifying didn't go actually to plan, to be honest with you. We just couldn't get the car in the window for quali at Snet. We ended up, I think it was 8th or something, which was a bit like, it's all right. I was sort of like top 5 in free practices, which is kind of where I was anticipating to be. Snet's a really weird one, because what you find with Snet is that if you get one little mistake at every corner, that's a lot of time to lose.
So
you can be a second off the pace at Snet, and it's actually not that much. Second off the pace somewhere like Brands Indy, you got serious issues, because there's not many corners you can get wrong, you know. So it was an interesting qualifying, finishing in 8th, and then we had some very good starts. I think we had a 5th on the road, which was actually 4th because the driver ahead of us, Sam Weller, was just a guest entry, so he doesn't count on points. We had a 4th, and a 6th, I think, on points. So I'm 6th in the championship coming out of Snetterton, which is, considering the mechanical failures I've had at the start of the season.
You had a bad start of the season.
I mean,
because we were talking about numbers, you know.
We were. I mean, I should. If you look at really the data, I should be probably top 3, really, at least top 4, 5. I'm 6th. It's not far off, but you know, obviously we had that mechanical failure at Donington Race 1, which you wouldn't have seen. It was an early Saturday morning, and then we had the issue with the car at Race 2 at Brands, which was on the telly, that I was in 2nd place. So I'd have had quite a few more good finishing. So it's a little bit frustrating, but nevertheless we are fighting back as best we can, and I think this weekend's proven that.
Well, the momentum's in the right direction now, isn't it? You know, your mind's in the right place, which hopefully we talk about a bit later on.
Thanks for thinking it better.
Yeah, yeah, there is. So it's nice to see, because I was talking to Thinking It Better Man earlier, and
Ian,
I was saying,
we'll call him Ian.
And
who's just standing off camera, laughing at us.
And I was saying, we've picked our 4 that we're following, trying to follow through to their journey to touring cars.
Of
hopefully.
Course. He's just about to flank us.
They're all
Travers.
They're all getting there. You know, you're all in that right. You know.
Who's this rogue then?
Yeah.
It's me, Travers. Did I hear my name mentioned in vain?
Yes, in vain.
You did, Ian, you did.
Now, do you owe anything to this man for your performance?
I owe a lot to Ian. I mean, okay, I'm the one driving the car, and I've seen he's nodding his head there, but actually, without Ian's help and Thinking It Better's help, I don't think I would be able to. I'm not even sure I'd still be on track, to be honest with you. I mean, we've had some huge hills to climb, and it's been, in the past, it's been quite a challenging thing, both mentally and, mentally really, where I've been in the past seasons with the Mini Challenge, and Ian's helped me get hold of that situation, and I'm able to now control all those, if you like, voices in my head that tell me that I'm not quick, turn around and tell myself that I am quick, and it actually translates to what we've seen as some pretty decent results on track.
A big thing. I don't think sports people really realise how powerful the brain is.
It's dangerous. It's actually dangerous in the wrong hands, right? Yeah, it's. I think the strategy we've been working on, I think it's a fairly straightforward one, isn't it? It's just drive quicker than everyone else. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's. You know, go on. It's the brain is dangerous in the wrong hands, and it's really about is just we've just been thinking stuff through and just turning unhelpful thoughts into ones that are a little bit more useful.
So is it that just training thoughts, or do you use visualisation when you're at a circuit? You know, you sit in a quiet room and you visualise the lap you want and where you want to be? Or
I think it's fair to say we've thrown every strategy that there is out there at it, and we've just picked the ones that work for us. So
it's more about picking the right one for you.
Yeah, you know, there isn't. I think I've said before, there is no one tool in the toolbox that fixes a broken car. there is no one exercise that keeps you physically fit. So why should there only be one thing that puts the head in the right space? So, so we'll mess around with the voice in the head, the Yoda inside you. We'll do some stuff around breath work to keep focus. Yeah, whatever it is, we'll just find the right tool that works for Brad. Brad's the one doing it. All we're doing is
I accused him of being grumpy this morning, but he was actually in the zone.
He was focused. That wasn't, just because you're not smiling on the outside doesn't mean you're in a bad place. It just means you've got to get...
Yeah, but I'm crying on the inside.
Yeah.
But it worked though, didn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. P2, P1 for...
Best qualifying ever.
Let's talk about that for a second.
Really? You want to talk about...
Yeah, so we were on provisional pole for what seemed to be a lifetime.
Yeah.
I think it was about 12 minutes we were on provisional pole, and it was... I couldn't believe it. I did the lap, and I was like, yeah, cool, whatever. I mean, it felt quick. It was quite quick, I think. But you don't really know in the car. Did another 2 laps and thought, well, there's probably a bit more to that. Came in and I've got my old teammate Max. He's clapping at me. He's coaching this weekend. He's not driving. He was clapping. I thought, what was he clapping for? How come I'm on pole? Oh right, that'll do.
So was it just 6 laps, bank it, and then just see what happens?
I did 5 laps. That was the pole time, and then I did another 2 laps after that because I thought I could go quicker, and I was a 10th up on that lap, and then I lost the time. So I did 1 more lap after that because I had a toe out the last corner. So I thought, let's bank that toe for the rest of the lap, and I couldn't string it, so that was fine. Came in, found out I was on pole, and we just stuck on axle stands and see what happened. But nobody went quicker really. Well, they did. Dan went quicker, 2 tenths, but he's used all of his tyre allocation now. We've used a new set, put 7 laps on it, and we've got a brand new set to go. So we're in a really good place. P2 round here is probably the best place to start because it's around the outside, then you're inside for Cascades, and you're leading the race. Yeah, and that's the plan.
So the car, with the circuit being so bumpy, you haven't to judge your braking, brake a bit earlier or...
Well, anyone that's driven Oulton Park will know it's one of the most bumpiest circuits bar Knock Hill. I mean, Knock Hill's not bumpy, it's just up and down, but Knock Hill's really bumpy. Sorry, I apologise. Oulton Park's really bumpy, but in the wrong places. Turn 1, braking, there's a bump. And if you brake before it or on it, it locks the rears. That's not a good place to be.
Bump in the hairpin as well, isn't there?
There is a bump under braking the hairpin. There's also a really big bump into Cascades. You need to be cautious and aware of that. But again, the team have engineered the car around all of these little quirks of the circuit. And actually, I can't really tell, to be honest with you. Yeah. I'm obviously driving it quite well. You tend to drive it well if you're that far up. So obviously there's a lot coming from myself. But the team have definitely got the car absolutely bang on. That's it. It's spot on. It just is.
So you're not having to use any quirks or quips,
Not really. It's working. It's doing what it needs to do. And I mean, I've driven a race car. I've driven one of these cars. I've driven a Mini like this, one of the Accelerate cars when it's good. And a fast race car is generally quite an easy one to drive. And I just thought, it's a little bit loose around the back and the high speed stuff, but that's fine. That doesn't bother me. And went with it, and it just did what it did, and it was quick. So I mean, that's it. It's done. The hard bit is done. That's the hard bit. Qualifying. We've done that now. Focus on the race. Focus on moving forward and staying in the front, and just see how it plays out. But no, there's no question. I want to win this race. Like that's it.
But you can send it here. You see, but
I can actually. The thing is, I can actually win it as well. Yeah. Like that's it. Like I can.
I think the important thing is as well is you've already won it several times in your head.
We've only got one mic. You need to buy another mic. I'm looking straight at you, Sam, man.
I forgot what you said it.
You've won it several times already in your head.
I have, and this is the thing that Ian and myself have been working through quite a lot.
It works, doesn't it?
It is, and it's about putting yourself in that you're basically programming a memory into your head that hasn't happened, because this might not make sense, but if you ever work with him, which hopefully you do, the mind doesn't need to know if it's real or not. If it believes it's real, it's real. And if you believe you've already done it, then your mind thinks, oh great, then I belong to be in that position or to win the race. If you go into a corner thinking, oh there's no way I'm quicker than that person, the likelihood is that you probably won't go for the overtake. Yeah. You might make a mistake and you might end up getting yourself into all kinds of trouble. Whereas if you think, do you know what, I am quicker than them, I am coming through, that's what's going to happen, end of the conversation, you probably get through, you probably be alright, and you likely win the race. And that's where I am at the moment, and that's something that Ian and myself have been working on big time. And well, you've made me more of me, haven't you?
Yeah, I think that's all it is. Is all we're doing is we're bringing as much of Brad to the surface as we possibly can, used in the appropriate way. You know, visualization, yes. Emotionalization, even better. You know, feeling all those emotions that you're going to feel. You know, when the inevitable happens. So yeah, it's just
take the thinking process away with the visualization. I always find you're taking that thinking process away. It's automatic then. Pre-programmed.
Without a doubt. And Brad knows this now. For the time we've been working, you haven't got time to think, and you know anyone who races, you're not making active decisions while you're out there. You are driving with your subconscious. You're driving with what you rehearse.
Yeah. You get that out of body experience then.
Yeah.
It's just happening.
Well, I've got to ask, what have you done?
Opened a can of beans. No, I didn't. Stanley knife accident. Yeah, cut a ligament.
Silly boy.
I know.
You're a bit accident prone, aren't you?
I am this year. It's absolutely buggered this year up big time.
Yeah.
Just got the legs sorted out, getting back to it, got a plan. Now this is...
Well, the good news is you will make a full recovery, so you tell me.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, so hopefully it'll be all okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully full season next year.
There you go. Saved yourself.
He's thinking it better.
Yeah.
He's thinking it better, right?
I know he is.
No pun intended.
.com.
Yeah. Facebook page, Instagram. Yeah. No, so it's good. It's good. It's good to see you up there, and one of the 4 drivers. You see, the 4 drivers are doing it.
Yeah. That's it. So hopefully we can make it happen this afternoon and also into tomorrow as well. So make sure you tune into ITV4. But you'll probably get this after, so don't bother. Watch it on catch up. Again. That's the one.
Well, thank you very much, both of you, for talking. It's always a good fun talk.
Always a pleasure to be on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, cheers, guys. Always good to see you.
See you at Brands. Yeah.
Well, so thanks for watching the interviews from Oulton Park this week.
Thanks for watching. Next week we're back in the workshop, aren't we?
We are. We're doing the brakes, aren't we?
I think we're doing your sister's Peugeot
on the 107. Yeah, that'll be fun, won't it?
That'll be fun.
You're going to tell me what to do?
Yeah, because I can't.
Brilliant. Tune into that. That could be quite funny.
Go, I can't. Can you pull me? I can't pull me. Thank you.
You serious?
Yeah.
All right. How's my hair?
Really? Really? You can't see it.
Who's this guy over here?